Currently 9:30 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. President Trump winding down his second full day in the country and preparing for the next big leg of his trip to Israel. Let's bring back our political panel. Kristin Tate, Republican strategist, and Democratic strategist Jessica DeLoach. Ladies, great to have you. Kristin, you did not get the last word, so now you get the first word in this panel. This has been a real reset of the narrative for President Trump. Does it stick?
Absolutely. This is going to go a long way towards changing the narrative, and I think most importantly, this speech was a rebuttal on the Obama presidency. In 2009, when he was speaking in Cairo, Obama used apologist rhetoric, and he made no effort to call on the Muslim community to take the lead in the fight against radical Islamic terror. Trump was able to do that while still remaining respectful to Islam. He also stuck to his America First theme. You know, he said as President of the United States, he puts the safety and security of his own people first. And I think it's also important to note that the final words of his speech were "God bless the United States of America." In 2009 in Cairo, Obama's closing statements included a quote from the Quran. I mean, that is really a great way to encapsulate the differences between these two men.
Jessica, you have a problem with the difference, or are you okay with it so far?
Well, I would like to think that all of this is about far more than just some competition between the current president and our previous president. I think that what's at stake here is peace. Peace in a very volatile part of the world, and anyone who is smart, anyone who is diplomatic will go into this situation moderating their tone instead of picking a fight to score points back home. Because at the end of the day, your progress will be shown as you build a coalition that can handle the challenges that this area faces. By going in and throwing around inflammatory rhetoric, all you're doing is ensuring that people won't want to work with you because you are providing ISIS and Al-Qaeda with all the propaganda they need to say that the United States wants the demise of their people. That is why you have to moderate your tone.
Kristin, is there a potential problem here for the president with expectations? He's set them awfully high in terms of an ultimate deal between the Israelis and Palestinians. He's really doubled down here on the Saudis being honest partners, on the Qataris who, shall we say, have their own issues with supporting not only radical clerics but terror groups themselves. He's placed his bet squarely on the good words of a lot of folks in the Middle East. Do you think that's a good bet?
Look, I think we need to lead with strength. Jessica's right. This is about peace. But if we want peace, we need strength. People in the Middle East, they did not respect President Obama. Trump is a new kind of president. This isn't the Bush doctrine of building nations. This is certainly not the Obama doctrine of emphasizing human rights.
Hold on. Kristin, what is the Trump doctrine? Because there's a lot of people who are asking that very same question. This speech didn't seem, at least in its first reading, perhaps it'll change over the next couple of weeks as we digest it, but it certainly didn't seem to lay out a new American foreign policy doctrine.
Oh, I think the speech was extremely strong and very clear. Again, he did a great job of making a distinction between evil and good, and I think more importantly, calling on the folks in the Middle East, calling on the Muslim community to take the lead in the fight against evil instead of waiting for the United States to do it for them. This is all about America First, Leland, and this is why Trump supporters were very happy with this speech. I think it exceeded their expectations.
All right. Well, Kristin, you got the last word this time. Jessica got it the time before. Ladies, thank you as always. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Leland.
All right, Liz.